The New York Times reports the U.S. is promising to fully and quickly give Ukraine the weapons it needs for a spring counteroffensive against Russia. Speaking at a virtual meeting with some 50 countries, Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin pledged to support Kyiv in the fight ahead. Ukraine has been burning through its arsenal to fend off Russia's invasion.
And we hear the same thing coming from Germany. And, it seems to me, Sam Stein, that yes, it's very important when the two leading candidates for the Republican nomination start sounding like Ron Paul when it comes to being an isolationist, sort of a America First type policy. But I wonder if we're over focusing on that right now, because you look at least in the Senate and even with the leadership in the House, and Republicans one after another, whether it's Mitch McConnell, John Thune came out yesterday talking about it, Lindsey Graham, very aggressive, talking about how stupid Ron DeSantis' isolationism and sort of this Neville Chamberlain approach was. Who else? John Cornyn, Marco Rubio, a lot of people that don't always stick their neck out on issues that may not be popular with the base. They've done that. Doesn't it seem that, like the European allies and the Biden administration, most Republicans are still standing shoulder to shoulder with Ukraine?
So I think we need to distinguish between the Senate Republicans and the House Republicans. Yes, the Senate Republicans kind of in almost universal fashion came out in condemnation of the Ron DeSantis statement in which he said it was just not a strategic interest of the United States. Of course, there are members of that chamber, I'm thinking of Rand Paul, for instance, who probably do agree with it. The House Republicans are a different beast. They are much more closely aligned with that Tucker Carlson wing of the party, and they will, in fact, have committed, in fact, to holding up future aid for Ukraine, to put it under scrutiny, essentially. They want it audited. They want to make sure they understand where the money's going. But more or less, that's a cover for saying we want to slow down our alignment with Ukraine. I think where you end up, though, is, to your point, Joe, if you read Ron DeSantis' statement a couple times over, first of all, yes, it was aligning with Tucker and Trump, but there were some caveats in there that I think were meant to cover his backside, which is, he said, we want to provide them with weaponry, but not in an escalatory manner. So give them some weapons, give them some defensive capabilities, but don't give them the type of stuff that could escalate the conflict. I think he's going to try to wiggle out a little bit by saying, I don't want to cut off Ukraine. I just want to fund them to the point where it's a stalemate.
And I've got to say, I saw this a good bit when I was in the House, where you would have people that would come out and make these statements like Ron DeSantis did about maybe involvement somewhere else across the globe. But it is always general enough that when the time came, when push came to shove, they almost always supported what the president wanted to do overseas, even when that president was Bill Clinton and the speaker at the time was Newt Gingrich. I think, again, you look at DeSantis' statement, you look at Kevin McCarthy's statement, I would be very surprised if they took the position of Trump. And I would say, whether they were that extreme and say, oh, this war will be over in 24 hours, which means, of course, that Donald Trump would do what we would all know he'd do, and that is betray the freedom fighters in Ukraine and side with Vladimir Putin, like he always does.
100%.
When he say he was brilliant, he was savvy, that it was. He called the invasion beautiful.
Moving on.